All right, so talking honor guard positions, more specific to law enforcement, first responder honor guards. This particular rifle I've got shotgun, it'll work with any weapon system. Depending on the height of that weapon system, might have to adjust slightly if I've got a shorter barrel M4. Regardless, all the older style weapons, more ceremonial rifles, this is certainly gonna be about the same touch points on it. Taking my rifle, whether I'm a right or left-handed shooter, it's gonna go on the right side of my body, regardless of all that. I'm gonna take the butt of the rifle here. Got a butt toe, I got a butt heel. I want a butt toe next to my big toe, so it goes with the end of my feet there. That's gonna help me lean the rifle back, which is gonna be crucial, and I'm gonna pull it to the side of my holster. I wanna index off that. I wanna know exactly where it is so I don't get it hooked on anything. My right hand should look like a taco. Don't break the taco, then all the good stuff falls out. Don't be burritoing on me or anything like that. Full taco right now. Straight fingers, pull back, my arm goes down as low as I can. I don't wanna be up here with it. Obviously, if I've got a AR kind of platform rifle with a front sight post, I'll have to be there, but for everything else, I wanna be down as low as I can so I can get a better grip on some of the next parts of this. When I do parade rest, everything will be the same with my body that I taught without a rifle. My left foot's still the foot that comes over, a little wider than shoulder width. My left hand will still go on top of my belt, flat hand, bottom of my fingers, making contact with that. I'm gonna push the rifle forward though, sliding up to whatever type of furniture is gonna prevent me from going any further. In this case, I've got not just the bead, but I've got kind of a mount there that's gonna stop me. If I've got a flash press for my AR, it'd be that point. If I've got a M1, M14, Springfield 03, there's a stacking swivel there that's gonna stop me from going forward and losing the rifle as I go. I'm just gonna push the rifle forward naturally, that way I've got full control of it here. When I come back to attention, still gonna be 3 counts. I wanna pull the rifle out to my side as I go, so that I'm gonna come around my holster. If I come straight back, my biggest fear, especially if I've got leather kind of duty belt gear, is getting it stuck in there, getting a front sight stuck in there. It might not come out super easily without you having to make some obvious adjustments. So I'm out here. I do fully grasp the barrel, more of a burrito grip on this. Coming out for parade rest here, coming back to attention. 1, 2, 3. At the end of that, I can feel the barrel against my holster, against the Kydex, so I know exactly where it is. I'm not worried about getting it stuck. Next position is gonna be port arms. Coming up with the rifle in 3 counts. On the first count of port arms, I'm gonna take the rifle, I'm gonna lift it across my body with my right hand. My left hand's gonna come up and give it a Floyd Mayweather uppercut here. Take that rifle, 1, I got 3 points of contact on the rifle. My forearm came down, my left hand, on a shotgun, my left hand goes right where it comes together there. If I've got an AR, there's a nice ring there. If I've got an M1, there's a ring there as well. Bottom line, I've got to have some kind of touch point so everyone's hand will be in the same position on the rifle. No matter how tall or short you are, the rifle length is the rifle length. That remains unchanged. So I've got it here. On the second count, I'm gonna take my top hand, rifle shouldn't move. My top hand's gonna grab to wherever I've got a small stock, wherever it fits in naturally there. On the third count, I'm actually gonna let go with my left hand and kind of get a re-grab. That way I've got a couple opportunities to fix the rifle. If for some reason my glove is stuck on something, I can adjust it. If I'm maybe too high, I can adjust it. Back here, before we start, I've got a little bit of time to fix mistakes so we all look the same. And there's not a right or wrong way per se, but there is a, are we all gonna sync up? Are we all gonna match? Are we all gonna look identical kind of way in this? So this is the position of port arms. If I'm correctly at port arms, the rifle should be at a 45-degree angle. I can check that by pulling back on the barrel. Should hit me in an area between my head and my shoulder, that very mysterious area for some called a neck. Straight back. Don't be the guy though that starts up here and goes, yeah, my neck, got it. That's not the right angle. 45 degrees bisecting that head and shoulder. My right forearm should be parallel with the ground. My wrist straight, just like I want to come in and give someone a hook. I'm not punching down, I'm not punching up, I'm punching parallel. That'll fix that angle. 1 straight line from the back of my hand, through my wrist, all the way across my forearm, just like that. Rifle distance from my body, ignore the shell carrier there. I want to be a fist and thumb from the barrel of the rifle, from the stock of the rifle. Fist and a thumb away, that helps keep me proportionally out here. If I want to do a fist, guys tend to hug the rifle on me. They tend to curl up and crunch up and get lazy. Fist and a thumb, that's where I should be at port arms. One more time, I do all 3 counts. Port arms, 1, 2, 3. From port arms, the only position I'll call facing movements from. That way I eliminate the variable of having to move it on the ground. My same 3 counts for facing movements. If I do a right face, my right foot comes over, 90-degree angle with the feet, shift my weight on 2, on 3, the balls of my feet come together nice and easy. Left face, left foot comes over 90 degrees, weight shifts over, move my foot in on 3. About face will be the same deal. Rifle stays exactly where it is, remains unchanged. About face. I make the T, arch and toe come together. I make the L with my heels, shift my weight, foot comes over. About face. 1, 2, 3. Last position with the rifle is going to be present arms. Come down to that in 3 movements. My right hand is going to carry the weight of it on the first 2 counts of both present and order here. For present, I'm going to take the rifle. First 2 counts, I'm going to come down. 1, 2, I'm going to kind of get a re-grab in there on 3. It's hard for me to do it super slow like this. What I want in a perfect world is my left forearm parallel with the ground. Depending on the weapon system, I'm going to have to make some adjustments. If I didn't have this shell carrier here, I could grab a little bit lower. By grabbing a little bit lower, I could line up the front side of the bead of the shotgun, even with my eyes, and magically my forearm would be parallel with the ground. If I've got to adjust a little bit, depending on the barrel length there, I'll still have something to index off of in the case of this particular shotgun. My pinky goes where it was on port. I'm going to lower the barrel just a little bit so that I can still get that parallel straight arm at present. I will open up the right hand. Left hand right now has all the weight of the rifle. My right hand's just here looking pretty. Coming up, the command is going to be order arms. That way I match everyone else in the ceremony, but I know that I'm actually coming back to port arms. Order arms. First 2 counts, my right hand is going to lift up on the rifle, only the right hand. I'm not trying to slide on the rifle because gloves are going to get stuck. On the 3rd count, I get to adjust that hand. My angle should still be 45. Still a fist since I'm away from my body. So one more time, I'm here. Present. Turn for the camera. Present. Arms. 1, 2, 3. Order. Arms. 1, 2, 3.